Everyone, I will be feeding my bees today. I just made a solution here. This is roughly 50% regular sugar, some leftover junk honey that I had, and a little bit of specialty like seaweed formula that feeds the bees. And then water, so it's like 50-50 water to sugar. All right, I will be using this feeding box. It's almost like a regular slide, but it's like a hollow container. And it has these in it. The bees can go inside of it and go down to the syrup without drowning. So I'm gonna put this in the hive. I'm gonna fill it up, put it in the hive. As you can see, this is the first warm day we've had here. It's been like rainy and ugly. So I just opened this, I took this little block out of the front of the doorway, and now the bees are going nuts. So hopefully we don't upset them too much. So I'm gonna get my smoker going so that we can do this. In the meantime, enjoy the bees while I get my smoker popping. I had the camera way too high for that, but here we go. All right. In case you guys are wondering, yes, the peach trees are in bloom. Got the garden beds all filled up. The greenhouse is popping. I mean, it's like 92 degrees in here today. Whew, it's humid and hot in there. You can see some of the little seedlings are popping up in the pots right there. If you want to learn how to build this greenhouse yourself, check out my other videos. There's a step-by-step instructional video to show you how to do every step of this greenhouse, as well as these garden beds, the garden lattices with the cattle panel arches, the whole garden layout, how to make these arbors, even how to build a tiny house / mega shed if you're interested in that. So if you haven't done so by now, be sure to subscribe. All right, back to the bees. So I'm gonna put this camera right here while I get my smoker going. So give me just a moment, guys, please bear with me. We're gonna feed the bees, we're gonna feed the bees. Hey, if you guys have bees, let me know. Or if you would like to have bees, let me know. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them. I'll do my best to answer them. It's going. Alrighty. I got my smoker going. This just helped to keep them a little more calm. Hive tool. Alright, I probably don't even need to suit up anymore. I mean, they're pretty friendly nowadays. But just in case, because I don't feel like getting stung and having to deal with that on this beautiful weekend so far. Or now beautiful weekend out, the sun came out. So better be safe than sorry, so I'm going to suit up a little bit. Now, I have opened this up before without being suited up, without even gloves on, and they don't even bother me, so I really don't think it's an issue, but just in case. All right. Set this back here. Get the hive tool. Look at all them bees. The first thing I want to do actually is I want to remove this cocoon box that I put in here, right, set it up last week. Now there is some other dead bees in here. I don't think it's the queen. I'm gonna slide all these over. Now I just wanted to check to make sure the bees are actually on here. Look at that. Already, in just a week, they already built out some comb. How awesome is that? That's pretty cool, guys. You guys and gals are doing great. Alright, so we push all those over. It's okay, it's okay. Give them just a little bit of smoke, try to calm them down, but we're going nuts. Alright. We'll slide this on in. Why is it so tight? Man, that's a tight squeeze in there, guys. I don't know if it's gonna fit or not. We made this thing the exact width. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put one of the slides on that side because it looks like it's too tight for them to fit in there, and I don't want them to not be able to get any of the syrup out. So I'm gonna slide all these down. Add this slide on again, just so that there's room for them to get around in it. All right, now hopefully without making too big of a mess, I'm gonna try to pour this in here. If I spill any of it, not to worry because they're just gonna drink it anyway. You guys and gals smell that? Tell you like it already. Like, ooh, it smells like honey and sweet sugar. Uh-oh, spilled some. Don't worry, they'll clean it up in a matter of minutes. By feeding them this early in the season, it'll help them get going. It'll give them the energy to go out and forage for the pollen and nectar. But I mean, there should be pretty soon, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have a lot more flowers blooming, a lot more for them to eat naturally. It just helps them get established. Helps energize the hive, gets the queen lay more eggs, increases production. So overall, it's a good thing to do. A lot of people use the pre-made patties. You could do that too. This is just simple syrup, pretty much. 1-to-1 syrup. You can do 50% sugar, 50% water, and then add in any old honey you have that you want to get rid of. Alright, I just about did it without making a mess. Awesome. Would have been easier to use a funnel, but wasn't prepared with that. Make do with what you got. Alright, now without disturbing these bees anymore, I'm gonna look. I don't know if you can see it right here, guys. I'll bring the camera over for you. But they're already doing the work of cleaning up the mess that I made. See right here? They're cleaning up any little bit that I had dropped. So eventually, once they clean up the mess I made, they're going to be like, oh, look, there's two big wells they can go in. So they'll just sit up here and go into those little wells and eat and drink to their heart's desire. Or content, whatever the saying is. All right, I'm going to start covering them up. And as we see, look, they already found it. Knew that wouldn't take too long. All right. And let's close her up. All right, that piece is on. I'll pull the camera back a little bit real quick. There we go. So what do you guys think? Could you beekeep? I think it's relatively simple. I mean, you just got to do a little bit of maintenance here and there, and then they're good to go on their own. They're very smart creatures, and they're actually very calm and docile for the most part. I've been doing this. This is my second year doing it. I haven't gotten stung once, thank God. Knock on wood, whatever you want to call it. Even without my suit on, I know I'm suited up now. Even without the suit on, I haven't gotten stung. So this right here was the can they give you when you get your beehive, like the starter bees. It has simple syrup in it. Pretty much empty, but there's little drops in it. So I'm letting them play with it. Something to do. And this little bowl had water and also had old honey in it. Now I'm gonna leave that front open into the day while it's warm, and then at night I'm probably gonna go back and use this. I was using the super small, like 1-inch opening because it was very cold. But now that's not as cold, I'm going to use this 4-inch opening. But until then, let me just get out of the way, give them some peace for a little bit so they can go back to their hive and not feel like they've been intruded upon. All right, question time. You guys have any questions? Let me see if I can I'll bring up the chat on here. Where's the live chat? You guys have any questions? Any suggestions for me? Anything you want to say? If you're, just give me a hello. So let me know you're watching. Bring this in a little closer for you. There's something about, I don't know, this beekeeping experience. It's like, it's not scary. It's actually calming. It's kind of like watching like koi fish in a pond. It just has this really therapeutic, relaxingness to it for some reason. What the bees are doing right now is they're coming in and out with the sides of their legs. You can see some of them have these big yellow things on the side of their legs. That's just pollen sacs that are filled with pollen. And they're bringing that back in and storing it. And they'll be converting that as nectar to honey. They create beeswax out of it to make their cells, store the honey. Then they cap it off for future use, such as for the winter or as needed. Let's see if I can get you guys a better view of this. Bring this down a little bit lower. All right, there we go. hope that's in focus. It's hard to tell with this phone. I usually use my camera, but the phone's not the best quality. I'm sure after it uploads it'll be a lot clearer, but until then, enjoy the view for a couple minutes before I turn it off. This guy was having his trouble finding his way back, so I helped him out. Go ahead, bud. There you go. Hope he's not injured. Here, have a little flower, everyone. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe. I'll be doing more of these live streams. I'm gonna try to get my better camera out here in the future so we can do even clearer live streams in 4K. But until then, subscribe, like, share, all you know the deal. I'll see you later. Continue to live the good life, everyone. God bless. Sorry about the shakes. And that's it.